Chaps, it's Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Pokemon Yellow Nuzlocke. Today, we are going to be taking on Koga's gym, and first I want to do a little bit of grinding. Now, I did a ton of grinding off camera, if you guys will remember, from last episode, we had a miraculous roll, in Safari Zone? Maybe? I forget where it was. Yes, in the Safari Zone, we rolled number 18. And that roll stated that we were able to remove all region-wide rules that were in effect. So, Fiber no longer has to lead. Well, actually, Techno at that point had been rolled to have to lead, but Techno no longer has to lead every battle. I can put whoever I want to up front. We no longer had healing restrictions at the Pokemon Centers, and a couple of other things that were in effect. I was able to do a lot of grinding after last episode. Everyone had gotten pretty underleveled. Everyone was like mid-20s or so, except for Fiverr, and so I was able to do a bunch of grinding, got everybody up to level 36. We've got Luna's level 36, Sari's level 36, the Boulder's level 36. I figured, as good as Hurley was doing, I really am excited about using Wigglytuff, and so I wanted to use Wigglytuff. Hurley will be a great backup, but at least for the purposes of this gym, the Boulder with his ground-type moves, and let's take a look at him real quick. The Boulder, he was a Geodude, he is now a Graveler, and at level 36, I was originally going to get everyone to level 35, because I wanted you guys to be here for when the starters evolve. Now, you'll notice on the sidebar to the right, Sari has evolved into a Venusaur. I think I said last episode that, in the first gen, all of them evolved at level 36, so I didn't have to worry about, early levels of evolutions. That was incorrect. Sari evolved at level 32, so there we go. Ivysaur evolves into Venusaur at level 32, so that kind of caught me off guard, but I couldn't like save 4 levels of grinding, because that would have taken forever. So, I just let Sari evolve, because I wasn't quite sure how the moves and everything would work with that either. And so, since Sari evolved, the main reason I decided to take everyone else up to level 36 was because Graveler learned Earthquake at level 36. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss Earthquake by 1 level going into the Poison Gym. So we have Earthquake on the Boulder, and then Sari. We'll take a quick look at her. Again, she's a Venusaur, pretty balanced stats-wise, pretty good special. Razor, Leaf Cut, Leech Seed, Poison Powder is what she's got right now. Luna hasn't learned anything new because she won't, because we Stone evolved her, but her attack's pretty good, and all of her other stuff's looking good too. I gave her both a protein and an iron that I had in me, so her defense and attack boosted slightly, and then her moves are pretty much the same. But yeah, so to start off today, I want to quickly, I've got these guys pretty close, 1 or 2 battles here, and we should be good to go. But I want to get Techno and Morden evolved, or at least up to level 36. I'm pretty certain they're both going to evolve at level 36, but given that Ivysaur did not, I'm going to tell you right now, I neglected to go and actually double check. So it's possible that one may not. I know that at least one of them is going to, so we're going to bump them up this next level. This should be about there. This probably is going to be the last one we need for Techno. I tried to get him as close as I could. There we go. So Techno go to level 36. What? Techno is evolving! So I wanted you guys to be here for this because it's awesome. So Techno is evolving. Boom! Into Blastoise. Look at that sprite. Awesome. So we have a Blastoise now, which is fantastic. Let's take a look at the stats. So look at that defense on Blastoise. Great special, great defense. Blastoise in general is fantastic. So really excited to have that. One of the nicest things about Hurley this last episode or two was that, he could take a hit, and I didn't have to worry about him. And that was the nicest thing about Hexath'locke Seasons 1 and 2, was that I had Leonardo there, who was able to, no issue, take hits, and I could trust if I was in a tough spot, I could switch Leo in, and usually he could take it without much problem. So, super excited to have Leo, and it'll be good to have Hurley as a backup there too, if and when he comes back on the team. But again, given that him and Luna kind of, there we go, so Morden is evolving as well. Given that him and Luna kind of fill the same niche, and I really want to use Luna, we're going to do that until she can't handle it anymore. So there we go, Morden evolved into Charizard, so perfect. We have got our guys, everybody's level 36 except for obviously Fiverr, who is level 42 still. Didn't do any work with Fiverr, obviously, because Fiverr's over-leveled as crap. And I was getting sick of grinding. I gotta tell you, it's a double-edged sword, so it definitely removes a bit of the challenge, us being able to have anybody we want up front, and to have free heals again. A little bit of that challenge is gone, but I gotta tell you, it's a double-edged sword because I felt compelled. I had to do grinding. I had to get that grinding in because we were under-leveled, and now I was able to do so. And like, going into this, the boulder was, in fact, well, we'll leave Morden up front because Morden's got dig, but the boulder was level 20 in the box, so I had to do a lot of grinding with the boulder. And so really just, it was kind of a double-edged sword because, like, okay, now we've got the ability to do this, but do I really want to have to spend all this time grinding? It was kind of nice to kind of be in a position where it's like, all right, I don't have to grind because I can't grind. Like, I could just kind of pick it up the next week and be like, all right, let's go. We're jumping to the next thing, because really, grinding is not a possibility. I mean, I had to do a little bit of grinding a couple times, but yeah, for the most part. Alright, so look at Morden. Morden looks awesome. Let's leave Morden in. Let's go for that slash. That's got a one-shot Kadabra, I would think, yeah. Unfortunately, those Kadabras, man, glass cannons. We found that out the hard way this, not last episode, but the episode before. But yeah, now we are, you know, a more reasonable level. We're still not we're not over leveled at this point. Koga's Pokemon, in the gym, his trainers, they're a little lower. But even this Hypno, trainer Pokemon, is, you know, level 38, so it's over leveled. Okay, Morden took that pretty nicely. Ooh, come on, Morden. Come on. No. Okay, that was scary. Alright, let's kill Hypno. And we're going to do one of my favorite things. We're going to run back and heal. Because we can, and it's awesome! But yeah, so we're still not over-leveled. Even though I got everybody up a good considerable chunk of levels, we're still not, like, super OP. And I could have taken the time and I could have done super OP. But I wanted it to be a challenge, and I also was done grinding. I didn't want to do it anymore. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so let's take a look now. We've seen Morden a bit. I want to see Techno, so let's get him out for a battle. He's obviously not the best equipped for this necessarily, but I want to point out, this is the Poison Gym. We have yet to see a Poison Pokemon. This is a Psychic Gym, whose leader uses Poison Pokemon, because, I mean, I think we're going to see more Psychic Pokemon here than we might even in Sabrina's gym, because Sabrina's gym also kind of breaks the mold a bit and uses ghost Pokemon and stuff too. So it's a little weird the way that they've set this up. I mean, they had a handful. I mean, they have Arbok, they have Weezing, they've got the Nidoking line, they've got Muck, they've got a lot of you know, all the grass Pokemon are poison types, and obviously you had a grass gym. We'll switch. Let's. You guys haven't seen the boulder in action, so let's bring the boulder in, and we will. We'll go for the earthquake. The rock throw has terrible accuracy. It was so frustrating when I was doing the grinding with the boulder. About to use Kadabra. We'll torch change Pokemon. Yeah, let's bring Luna in for that. Let's go for the body slam. Kadabra hits the Psybeam. Hang in there, Luna. Hang in there, Luna. Oh yeah, Luna's got it in the bag. I think her special is, or no, her attack and speed are the highest. I would have thought that she should have been more defensive based, but she's definitely not. I mean, her defenses are not, you know, I wouldn't scoff at them, but they're definitely not what I would have expected. What was I saying? But yeah, so it's just weird that these gyms here are, you know, so off base. I don't. Have we seen a poison type yet? No, it's been all psychic types. In this gym, and eventually somebody's got, so here's a poison type, so there we go. Tor can stop complaining, and at some point somebody's got a Sand Slash and stuff, and I get that, like, at least with the Drowsy line, like, they can learn Poison Gas or whatever, so they're like, oh, it's a, you know, a tie-in, but it's just weird to me. I mean, I'm fine with it. It's just weird that, like, oh yeah, this is the Poison Gym, they have so many, yeah, so here's this, and we're actually are going to change. Let's bring Sari in. This is probably one of the few times that Sari and her Venusaur goodness are actually going to be useful today. But it's just weird when you actually have a lot of poison. You have Golbat and stuff. I didn't even mention them. There's so many poison type Pokemon in this generation that they couldn't have put together like an actual poison type gym is interesting to me. Is all. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. But I mean, I'm not mad at it either. You know, even when we're doing the gray version, ooh, Boulder got poisoned. That's fine. We'll run back and heal after this one. Because we can. Yeah. It's just as a poison type lover. And even in the gray version, I'm like, you know what? You guys don't have to do monotype teams when we do the gym. You're allowed to have, you know, an ace or, you know, something that's, you know, kind of fits your theme, but, you know, isn't necessarily that same type. I'm fine with that. It's just, you know, weird in general. Trying to think, are there any other... I feel like in the electric gym, you only saw like one of the... And obviously this gym was a little bit different than red and blue was because it's based off the anime, and in the anime, Surge only had... actually, I think we need to go... Yeah. Surge only had a Raichu, so he didn't even have as many Pokemon as he did in red and blue. But... yeah, it's just you'd think they've got the type variety there, even with just one generation. Ooh, I've still got Techno up front. Even with just one generation under their belt, they still had enough type variety, I feel like, to get some of that going. And like, yeah, Giovanni's gym here coming up, it's just, you know, I find it odd that Giovanni's gym, you got a lot of Machokes and Primeapes and stuff, and it's like, well, you got the fighting dojo. Did we need more fighting Pokemon? Couldn't this have been like... I mean, and you've got the Rhydons, and you've got Onyxes, and obviously you had Onyx and Geodude in the... Because I feel like the issue is they didn't need a rock gym. They could have had... And I guess I haven't looked at it to see, like, what type of variety did they have. Like, did they use every type between the gyms and the Elite Four? I don't think in the first generation even that is necessarily true. But, like, there's no normal... you could have easily had a cool normal type gym. Ah, we gotta get Techno out of here. I wish Bite was dark. But I feel like Brock was basically a ground type gym, because even in that gym, there was people who I think had pure ground types. So then that left Giovanni without a whole lot of choice. I mean, obviously, maybe they didn't have the Nidoran line in here, because Giovanni is gonna have the Nidoran line in his... And I feel like if they'd shuffled it around a little bit better, made Brock something else, or had Giovanni be the normal type guy, because later he's got Kangaskhan's, Persians. I think if they'd made Giovanni a normal type gym leader, that might have worked out better in terms of getting the variety kind of spread out. But anyway, that's just as I'm playing this game again, and there's Luna gets poisoned. It's the poison gym. Maybe it's more based around the poison status effect than it is the actual type. However you want to play it, I guess. But here we go. Luna gain a level. Good girl. All right. Okay, so I think that basically Koga's the only thing left. Is there another trainer? That gets us to that guy. Okay, so Koga is the only guy left in the room. So let's Luna will be fine. Let's head back, and we will heal very quickly. Ooh. Heal very quickly. Everyone seemed to be doing pretty good, and I think Koga's got actual poison types, which will be exciting. Gotta get Techno out from the front of the party, but that's alright. See you again. Alright, so who do I want to lead off with? Let's lead off with Morden, and then I want to have the Boulder in backup. Really, anybody can do stuff. We're not even going to touch Fiverr because we've seen so much Fiverr this run. Obviously, we'll be using Fiverr again at some point, but not today probably, unless we get in a real tight pinch. Then Fiverr's a good backup. But alright, so we do this, that, and the other thing, and here we go. Here we go. Alright, so let's take on Koga. Let's jump right in. Wahaha! A mere child like you does a challenge me? Very well, I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. You shall feel despair, poison, and sleep techniques. So yeah, I mean, maybe that's it. Hypnosis with the... And I mean, maybe it's a status-based gym as opposed to, something else. But, alright, so let's throw up the dig. Because, again, we're still working with Ember here, which is kind of pathetic. But, so yeah, I mean, look at the Giovanni. Ooh. Morden. Okay. I am going to get him out of here, though, because I think that just said it lowered his special. So I don't want him in here with lowered special up against some of these Pokemon. Okay, so he's got another Venonat. So yeah, we'll change. Let's bring the Boulder in. And we can throw up a Rock Throw. Hopefully that'll land. Let's see what that does to the Boulder. Ooh, a little bit more. But the Rock Throw actually lands, which is surprising to me, honestly. Given how bad he was with it when I was doing grinding. But that's okay. So we'll throw up the Earthquake, finish off the Venonat. Goes about to use Wow, he's got 3 Venonats? That's weird, is it? That's weird. Okay. Let's bring Luna in. Ooh, a level 48 Venonat. Let's throw up the Sing. Ooh, too quick. Good job. All right. Morden back in. You're not using that Psychic. How's Morden going to handle that? All right. Pretty well. Let's dig a hole. Avoid the Toxic for sure. Critical hit. I will take it. Psychic coming at us. Throw the dig again. And we should be able to Oh! 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 Oh, killed itself with recoil. Okay. I can get Koga's about to use Venomoth. Yeah? Let's bring, I guess, Techno in. Throw that Surf up. Okay, so he doesn't even have... this must be his team from the anime or something? Oh, wow. That did nothing. Okay, so we're getting hit with the Toxic, which is not ideal. Goes hurt by poison. I'm gonna go ahead. We do have antidotes still, right? Oh, wow. We don't have antidotes? Oh, that was an oversight. Crap. I know I dropped a couple episodes ago, but I wouldn't have thought. Okay, so here's what happened. Alright, so while I was recording this episode, I had another video rendering in the background. And at a certain point, well, where the cutoff happened, that video finished rendering, and with my recording package, there's a setting in there where I need to uncheck it. But there's a setting in there that when the video finishes rendering, it pops up in Windows Media Player and just starts playing. So that, I mean, and usually that's good. You know, I don't mind that too much because I know then that it's done and I can do something with it. Most of the time, though, it's annoying and I just need to go in and change it. But the video popped up where the cut happened, and I paused the video and I closed the video that had popped up and was playing, and then I came back and I finished the battle here. Essentially, what happened was I forgot to resume is the issue here. So you didn't miss much, but I just realized that the timer wasn't continuing to tick. So let me quickly recap for you guys what happened. I was in my bag looking for antidotes for Techno because he had gotten toxic poisoned by the Venomoth. I didn't have any antidotes, so I found a max potion in there, and Morden was really hurt. So I was like, well, I don't know that Techno can finish this off, so let me heal up Morden. I trust that Techno can take a hit. We'll heal up Morden, and we'll then plan on bringing him in. So we did that. And then I threw up one more Ice Beam on the Venomoth, which ended up landing... it was both a crit, and it froze. So the Venomoth was very low health, and it was frozen. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I switched Techno out because the toxic damage was starting to do some good damage, and brought Morden in, who I then spammed Slash with, because the Venomoth had set up some double teams, so I spammed Slash, and finally hit the thing, but it never defrosted, and he never healed it with a potion, so I was able to spam Slash until I finally got through the double team and killed it. And so that's where we ended up, and so I'm so sorry that that cut happened there. I could have sworn I thought I resumed, and I was commentating and everything, and it was great. So I'm sorry about that. But so that's where we are today. Right now, this second, the Venomoth has just died, and I've just explained to you how that happened. So Techno gets experience, and we have now defeated Koga. You have proven your worth. Here, take the soul badge. I'm a soul man. Alright, now that you have the soul badge, the defense of your Pokemon increases. Awesome. It also lets you surf outside of battle. Fantastic. Take this too. Receive Team almost 6 gains Toxic. It is a secret technique over 400 years old. Alright, so there we go. Luna's asleep. Techno's poisoned, which we actually... I'm going to use a super potion on Techno because he's... I don't know if outside of battle Toxic does more damage than poison normally would. Let me actually check. No, he's doing fine. Alright, yeah. The boulder's low HP scared me, but he's not poisoned. It's just Techno. So there we go, guys. We have gotten our 5th badge. Let me heal real quick, and then we'll take a look at our badge case and see how that's worked out for us. Do-do-do-do-do! Awesome. Alright, thank you, Pokemon Fighting Fit. Hope to see you again. What a jerk. Alright, so let's take a look at Tort here. So there we go. We got badge number 5. And we are all set and ready to jump back up to Saffron next episode. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll probably, well, we won't probably. We will definitely be taking care of the Slivko next episode because we have to finish the Slivko plot segment before we can continue on and take on Sabrina. Her gym is blocked or locked up or something before that happens. So next episode we'll be doing Slivko up in Saffron. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great. You guys have been great. Badge number 5 in the bag, and we got a couple of evolutions as well. All in all, a great episode for us. Morden's evolved, Techno's evolved, Ceres evolved, Boulder's evolved. It's a good day. It's a good day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great. You guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I will see you all back here next time. Alrighty, guys. Have a good one.